Oh, hello there, yes. So begins another weary day. Hey, yes, another weary run for you and me, keeping the economy going. Well done, guys. Common people like you. Common people like me. But not common people like some people, of course. Yesterday there was the wonderful spectacle of Neil Anderson of End Mass Migration Now. A grassroots organisation. Oh, how I laughed. I fell off me stool at that point. Anyway, he was interviewed by Peter Whittle of New Culture Forum, another grassroots organisation, and they were sat in Tufton Street having a chat about how the fact that they're both grassroots organisations in Tufton Street. Of course they are. Common people like you. Yes, indeed. And anyway, this is the second launch from Tufton Street, as far as I can make out, of End Mass Migration Now. If you look on Companies House, you can find out that the total number of people involved in End Mass Migration Now is one, which is of course Neil Anderson, him previously of Migration Watch, based in Tufton Street, oddly enough. Yeah, must get busy in that building, what with the LGB Alliance and all of the rest of them in there crammed together, all totally separate organisations that are just meeting up because it's handy for the tube, obviously. Yes, indeed. But what this ties into, of course, I mean, they're not even bothering to. I don't know. I just think these people are now taking the rip. I mean, a new grassroots campaign movement. Yeah. I mean, they can just put that up like it's actually anything, that those words now mean anything. Yeah, grassroots. Anyway, leaving aside the commonality, the working class blokishness that is Neil Anderson, or indeed Peter Whittle, we come to this notion, of course, of who exactly is ordinary and who is elite. And as far as I can make out, the elites in this country, as if you look at sort of Matt Goodwin and others, the elites are in descending order: Gary Lineker, Owen Jones, I don't know, is it Gary Neville? Maybe Gary Neville. But recently, coming up from the rear for now, is Carol Vorderman, of course, who is a woman that mustn't post photographs of herself. As Sean Bailey's rightly pointed out, a man who does post photographs of himself and gets a peerage for it, oddly enough, even though he's breaking the law. But never mind that now, just an ordinary grassrootsy sort of bloke. Yes, we get this notion, which is put out there by, anything in Spiked, for example, of the elites, these people that govern everything, which of course they do. And I don't know. I think it's so far beyond any level of plausibility at this point that I think that these people... I think that at some stage or other, these people must just sit around and laugh their heads off about the fact that they can keep this scam going for year after year after year. Because that's all it is, isn't it? Yeah, they're grassroots campaigns. Because, they do very occasionally get called out for it. But it's very mooted, because whenever it actually happens on any form of mainstream TV, any host will quickly shut it down. Because, after all, the donors have a right to privacy, don't they? Yes, of course. But I think all the rest of us have a right not to be treated like imbeciles. Yeah? I mean, I get vast amounts of funding from George Soros, obviously, to punt my misery to people, but that's because I'm a member of the elite, apparently, not like Jacob Rees-Mogg, or indeed Neil Anderson, or indeed Peter Whittle, or any of them. They're just ordinary, concerned citizens, and what they're concerned about, of course, is wealth extraction, because that really is the game, isn't it? And that needs to be kept going for as long as possible. So please do buy in to all of that stuff. You'll be helping them a great deal. They're grassroots. Remember that. They're grassroots. Do have a good one.